jail.
I vote jail.
Send me to jail.
Beggar, we want to go to jail.
There's a few smaller jails dotted all around the city. There's no really large prison as far as you can tell. Or not at least as far as you've heard. You haven't really had many run-ins with guards in general. But there is probably a small jail nearby that you could check.
Are there guards around here?
You see a few guards walking the streets occasionally.
I mean, I'll approach one of them. Excuse me, guardsman.
Hmm?
Say I was looking to recover some lost property. Can you point me to the nearest post or jail, perhaps?
If you lost anything down here, it's gone.
Well, that may be. I more meant a lost friend that may had a run-in.
Nah. Well, there's a jail close to the mines. A coalition, sometimes has a few bad eggs in there.
Now, which way is that?
It's on the corner of the slums. Not too far from here.
Well, very good, thanks.
Be careful around the slums, though, or you'll lose some more stuff.
Right. Using these directions, can we get there?
Yeah, you walk towards the edge of the slums, and it's not really hard to see. At the corner of it, next to a few more official buildings, there is indeed, at the corner, a small building, in front of which stands a guard. As you approach, he instinctively sort of moves a little bit in front of the door and sort of puffs up his chest a little bit. Citizens.
Oh, good afternoon, guardsman. You're looking sharp today.
You can see his face through his visor, but he cocks his head a little to the side.
Right. Well, let's just get to move on then. I'm trying to get some information, and I need to see who I can speak to about that.
We have some information about the city. What kind are you looking for?
I mean,
Places,
looking to make an
locations.
inquiry on a bit of a fight that had broken out a couple days ago now, and the individuals who are involved with that. I
Are
believe some of them
you
were rounded up.
reporting this fight, or...?
No, I'm trying to find out some information, as I'm missing some belongings, and I'm trying to see if they ended up in the possession of someone who was taken in from that fight.
Well, when was this?
Figure how long ago was this? No?
It was the day when the mines crushed in.
Like,
2
I
days?
think
3 days?
a day or 2 days ago. I'm not 100% sure, actually.
That's
Seems
why
like
we say
some-
the day where the mines crushed in. That's a certain point in time.
I don't know if everybody would be aware of that, though.
Wasn't that like a big thing?
Oh, that's pretty far
Is
down.
it like a day and a half ago sound good then, Beggar?
Yeah.
It's about a day and a half ago.
Without really turning around, he, with his left gauntleted heavy fist, just slams against the door a couple of times. Before the door then creaks open. He steps to the side Inside, you see another guardsman peeking through the door. He looks first at the other guardsman, who, doesn't even turn around, and then he looks at you. Can I help you with something?
Yes, as I've already had to say, I'm trying to make an inquiry on a few individuals that were taken into custody during a instigation on the streets about a day and a half ago. And I believe that one of my possessions may have been stolen, and I'm trying to see if they have it.
Right. Come inside then.
Look, I can pull a Karen when I have to.
Mhm.
Let me see your picture.
Favorite Karen.
The place is relatively dusty and not really well kept. And as
Did
you
you open
step
this door
into...
too?
Yeah, the door's open. As you sort of step into the common room, where at least here there are candles lit, you see a pack of just really large dogs chained to
Jeez.
one of the walls. As you step in, they immediately start growling. Along the sides, you also see a few cages, all of them empty.
I try to stay a little bit away from the dogs.
Reason.
The guard leans over a table that is filled with playing cards, a few coins, and a book which he starts flipping through. Let's see. 1.5 days ago, got any descriptions of the perpetrators?
Well, there may have been a record of a boat being dropped on him.
Boat,
Very
And a
unusual.
horse.
boat,
And a horse.
boat, horse.
There were, I believe...
There's some. Yeah, I think there's one with a boat. There's nothing about a horse in here, though. Are you looking for the horse? Or the boat?
I was looking
Says
for an
here the
individual.
boat was salvaged. Probably that means they took it apart for the wood. The horse, I don't know. It's not in here.
It was more we were looking for the individual that got taken in.
4 individuals taken into custody. Served time. Seems like they were released about a day after.
Do you happen to have any information on those individuals?
Well, they seem to have been some ruffians, thugs. Looks like they've been here before. What exactly you want with that information?
You say all of them have been here before?
Well, few of them. 3 of them, to be exact. There was one new one among them.
It could be.
Was the new one a woman?
I think so. Doesn't actually say that she was released in the book, but he turns around towards the empty cells. She's not here and the others got released. I think someone probably just left that out.
I'm concerned the woman might have stolen a necklace from me. So I'm trying to see if I can't track her down.
Well, I
Resolve
mean, we
positively.
searched them, didn't see any valuables on them. She might have stashed it in the street. If that's the case, it's probably long gone, I'm afraid.
Yes, well, as a member of the Quartsilver family, I'd like to make sure that the family heirloom that was stolen can be tracked down, and I would appreciate your assistance in this matter.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, I don't suspect.
That's only gonna be a 15.
15 is enough. Just.
Ooh.
Nice.
You see him give out this long sigh. Well, lady, I can really... If these ruffians are well, they come from the coalition, and as things with the coalition go, they were released not shortly after. Suppose if this necklace is so valuable to you, the coalition will either reimburse you, or if that's not an option, sure, you can find them over at the coalition.
Do you have any names for the individuals that I can go and bring this up to the coalition with, instead of 3 ruffians?
Yes, I suppose I could give you those names.
I don't suppose I can...
Listen, this is off the books. If someone asks where you got those names, you didn't get them from me.
Of course not.
We have Ardun, Titanhorn, Gibbald, just Gibbald apparently, and Tobale.
Can you just drop those in chat?
What about the woman?
Well, similar to how there's no entry of her leaving, there's not actually an entry of her entering, at least not under name.
Is that normal?
Well, it happens sometimes if they are resistant. The others we already knew from before. What did I say for the first name? Wait, hold on, I remember. I have it written down, I'm an idiot.
I don't suppose I'd be able to catch Slimcast's scent.
Well, in this area, all you smell is dog.
Mm,
You smell cheap booze. And a little bit of mold from the floorboards.
oh,
Suppose that's a start.
Appreciate your assistance. Brett, if you wouldn't mind paying the man for his assistance.
Naturally. I'll hand it $5.
He almost looks confused as you pay him, as he already gave you the information. And yeah, he closes his hand immediately as you drop the gold in his hands. And well, pleasure doing business.
Naturally. You know, it might be useful if you told us the name of the arresting officer as well.
He flips through the pages. I mean, if anyone arrested him, it was probably Tybalt. He's the only one who and he kind of hesitates before he says this next one. Well, he's the one who gets the calls from the coalition.
I see. I suppose we'd find him somewhere around the coalition then. Likely.
It's possible. Oh, he's certainly not here, Lond. Might be in the medial district. It's usually where his post is. It's not like he ever comes down here to get his ends early.
Ah.
We've also met a guy named Karlstein. Was he part of the city guard or was he part of the Colas coalition?
Are you asking the guard or?
I'm asking the group first before I ask the guard.
Which person?
Karlstein, he was the one who arrested them when we were there. came basically in the middle of the fight to our rescue and arrested them.
I
Right.
think he was with the guard.
I feel like he was with the guards too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna ask him, do you know a person named Karlstein? He was there when they got arrested?
Yeah, everyone knows Karlstein. He's deputy of the Colas Coalition. Yara
Oh.
Karlstein, balding man.
Well, they're the same person.
Okay.
Okay. Deputy of the Colas Coalition. Okay. So not of the city guard. That's what I wanted to know.
No, certainly not.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Well, you have a good day then.
As you leave, you see him just counting the coin in his hands.
It's probably too much, but you know.
He was a nice guy.
Good to have friends in those places.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I feel like we're doing surprisingly well making friends so far.
Yeah.
I'll speed up the next person we meet.
Maybe it's,
Alrighty.
it's because the last two campaigns with Beggar, the group wasn't really the friend-making group. So.
Pick a random miner, just beat him up. You gotta
Where
beat
is she?
up the toughest son of a bitch in the lower district. So
Mhm.
the others don't mess with you.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Just wait till we meet Carlstein.
Yes, let's just get up on one person all the
Oh
to really shout up your.
Some random shopkeeper.
boy.
Let's rob him.
No one will ever believe it. We're the best.
True. All of our friends would be like, "What? Those guys?
What?
They did the
No.
exact opposite in our situation."
Look, if we can make that percent deal with a lot of people, we're gonna be rich in
Oh
no
my
time.
god. You're gonna become just actual barons.
Let's build an imperium of money.
Till the blight comes.
So what's heading to the Colas Coalition then?
I guess we might as well. I figure we ask after these three rather than Karlstein. Seems like he's maybe a little too high up to. Well, I mean, a little more slippery than, you know, a few ruffians would be.
Yeah.
And how do you want to go asking after them?
Well, we can talk to the guy from the that wants us to do the job, and he might be able to give us more information.
Maybe.
Although it might just be a bit of a protecting each other's back kind of a situation if they're all part of the same community.
Right. I was more thinking they'll like, oh, I want to hire somebody to recover my jewelry angle, like you were going before there. You know any muscle that might help me recover my whatever? We heard that these three were pretty good.
We could do that. Yeah, so where we got the names from, just leave it as something like, you know, we have our contacts. Be all that vague sort of crap.
Yeah. The Colas have like a bar or something? I mean, they got the headquarters. Surely they got like a, I don't know, hangout?
Well, there's hangouts and probably quote-unquote taverns all over the workers' district and the slums. It's probably not one place, since, you know,
Okay.
this whole mass of workers is essentially part of the Colas Coalition.
Well, come to think of it, I bet if we just ask a couple bouncers at whatever these bars, they've probably heard of the big fellas around.
Just say we're friends with them, or we're looking for them, or
It's not going to work out very well, though, if any of them see us and recognize us.
True.
You definitely don't look like mine workers.
they'll not recognize Catherine.
They wouldn't recognize Soleil. Right? He was on a roof.
No, Soleil wasn't interacting with any of them, I don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe Soleil and Catherine asked
Maybe
after
the
him.
archer has seen me. I don't remember.
Pretty sure he was mostly distracted by me slipping on the roof. But
Yeah. How do you two feel about that?
Possibility. So why not?
You should probably most definitely go that way in case they, you see the saloon caster. You'll be the one to recognize her.
Right.
Otherwise, leave it your own asking after a friend or something like that.
Yeah?
Or you're looking to hire for work. Either one would work.
I'll be honest, my head is not here.
For that, or we just outright go and ask Yarrick. Say we're looking for some of these individuals, except he's gonna know. I imagine very likely that he knew exactly who they were in the fights that we had with them, and he's gonna know exactly why we're asking for them.
Yeah, that was my concern. Well, Soleil, how do you feel about asking around?
Yeah, we shouldn't do it too obviously, but maybe we can ask someone we've met before that isn't too high up. Maybe like that Frederick guy. I don't think a certain Mr. Foreman would tell us much.
That's a pretty good idea, actually.
What about Shirley and Catherine can go ask around for those guys, and the rest of us goes to the Yarrick, talk to him.
I actually like the Frederick angle. He seemed like much more of a helpful fellow.
Who was Frederick again?
The very first guy we met who brought us down the mines with the elevator.
He seemed like he thought his job was pretty much bullshit and stuff, but...
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Alright, well, Soleil, you're gonna talk good for the next hour, okay? I'm gonna give you an enhanced ability on your charisma.
Now you can sing to people.
Now you're the coolest of cats. So it just gives you advantage on any kind of charisma ability check.
Mm-hmm. I'm the most charismatic cat in the world.
Oh, are you gonna sue us if we talk about you?
What up? And we're off.
Okay. I guess we first go where we met him the first time to see if he's on the same workplace today.
For Frederick.
Yeah. Like that would be the entrance of the mines.
Right. Were you two, though, gonna just kind of like ask around the local areas? After, like, your quote-unquote friends?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go to Frederick. The four of us that everyone knows.
Right, yeah.
So are we, like, only saying our friends are the three and not So we don't know what her name would even be.
Right.
I mean, you might not want to say you're friends, because then if they ask information or you don't know what they look
Yeah.
like, it's going to be a bit obvious. But you could say that you
Acquaintances, maybe.
having a mutual acquaintance, or you were advised to talk to them or seek out their assistance for something and go about it that way. You had a project that worked well for their specific attributes. Or you could just go around smacking people until they tell you something.
That too. Anyway, the four of us can take off while you get to do this. Say we meet up back here in an hour? Question
Sounds
mark?
good to me.
Sure.
Alright. We're splitting the party.
Splitting.
So I was confusing stuff. Are we two, Catherine, going to Yarrick or to Frederick?
Neither.
We're asking around people where?
Yes, I think I don't know.
You're like asking around the local bars that we've kind of seen.
Okay.
Looking for anyone who knows or where to find.
The three.
Right.
Give
But
it to Bali and
I
Adnan.
done.
Hoping that they're, local muscle and fairly well known.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they haven't seen you.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, Catherine, let's go. Let's don't waste any time.
Okay. My head is throbbing right now.
Oh, that's so good.
Can do the. Us talking to Frederick first.
Yeah, we're gonna head off to the coal mines.
That kind of like side
Yeah.
entrance.
You return to the coal mines, and as usual, there's this just river of people flowing in and flowing out. There's
So
a
we-
few of the dwarves that you had seen before just sort of standing guard around. There's those guards at the entrance that are checking papers. There's this flood of miners files in to the mines through the different entrances. The door at the side that you'd previously entered through seems relatively unguarded. It probably is just closed. There is no visible sign of Frederick anywhere around, though.
I mean, could you still ask one of the guards
Sure.
that are for the coal itself that are standing about checking papers and different things like that? See if they know who we talked to that we've been here before.
Yeah. Seems like I recognize a few of them maybe were down there.
Definitely try that out.
Sure.
Head
I'll
over there then.
walk up to the guards. Hopefully one that we recognize.
Beneath their helmets, they're not really recognizable.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like any of the guards you'd met before. There are, however, a few guards standing around. Did you just approach one?
These are
Yeah.
guards specific to like the Coalers Coalition, right?
Yes.
Not like city guards. Okay. Yeah, we'll approach one of the guards.
Right.
Say, we were looking for Frederick. We worked with him before when the mine collapsed, and we just had a quick, pretty quick question about some of that business.
I mean, it's probably down in the mine somewhere. Are you a worker? You don't really look like one.
No, we'd come to deal with some of the issues that were down in the mines.
Oh,
Is there any chance of us seeing him?
I mean, I don't know where exactly he is. Wherever the foreman sends him.
If we were trying to find a specific individual within the mines, or if there was information about them, could we talk to someone and who would that person be?
Well, if you want in the mines, you have to sign in as a worker. Mines off limits otherwise. You wanna sign up as a mine worker?
Not in the least.
I think what the lady.
Can't really let you in otherwise. I mean, it's just for the workers and the coalition.
I think what the lady was asking is, do you like have a administrative somebody around we could talk to?
Well, that's all handled in the coalition guild business. That block building or so the other end of the street.
Right.
That's also where you sign up to be a mine worker.
Still not gonna happen. But we can head down there then and speak to someone there. Turn and walk away.
Yeah.
As you're walking away, you can sign up to be a mine worker.
But
Pretty
if you change your
cool.
mind, we're the coolest people ever.
Yeah, we mine.
Pretty good severance pay.
It's 401k.
We have dental.
Well, I mean, if you got dental,
Wow.
sign me up.
Yeah, I mean, from here you can see the building he sort of motions towards. It's that same building you were originally at.
Right.
Just a big circle.
We'll head back over there.
Fine.
Pacing back and forth.
Seems like we should probably just go in this building.
Yeah. Go into the building. Or go up to the building.
Silly and Catherine, it doesn't take you very long to find some bars at the edge of the slums. There's quite a few very obvious workers going in and out. You know, people still sort of. Some are still dragging their pickaxe. Most of them are dirty from top to bottom. The bars here really are just filth.
Alright. So, what's the story we're going with exactly? We're looking for heavy lifting? Or
Yeah, just some muscle to hire, and we've heard these names were recommended to us, so we can use them to find them.
There's plenty of miners around. There's also plenty of beggars and poor people, and, well, the bars indeed have a few bouncers. They're almost indistinguishable from their patrons. They are also somewhat covered in filth, with the exception that they don't nearly look as tired.
I want to give the nearest beggar a couple copper
Okay.
coins, because beggar deserves it.
Roll me a 1d20.
he spits in your face.
1d20, you say?
Yes,
Okay.
give me a 1d20.
Let's see. It's 5.
Yeah, the beggar thanks you very profusely as you throw him a couple of coins.
Yeah, and I just nod and pass him to get into the first bar. Or tavern, or whatever it is exactly.
One suit.
You can hardly call this place a tavern. Really, it's just a shack.
Mm-hmm.
The walls, the ceilings, even the door, there's gaps in between the planks that are holding this placed together. The nails you can see, and they're quite rusted. Behind this sort of ramshackle counter in front of you stands a similarly tired, gruff-looking man, just giving out mugs of ale. You don't really see a wash station around, or anything behind the counter, really. It's more of a shack with a counter, and that's pretty much it.
I
Okay.
guess we go to the guy who gives out the ale first.
Yeah, and as we do, I want to just take a look around the room. Just maybe, I don't know, maybe she's here for some reason.
Give me a perception roll.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. $17.
You don't see Luncaster around. You do, however, see a lot of eyes looking at you. And the reason as to why everyone's watching you seems obvious as you approach this tavern, this counter. The barkeep just says, "How many?" And as he actually looks up with his eyes, he stops and stares at you. You're looking a little bit too finely dressed to be in this establishment, if you don't mind me saying.
What did you just say?
You look too nice.
Yeah. And he just says that to Catherine, right?
Well, he says this to the both of you.
Oh, damn it.
We're looking to hire some muscle for a project.
Well, from the bar?
No, we're looking for a couple of miners we got recommended.
Well, there's plenty of miners around here, but he looks at him. This miserable bunch is probably tucking out from the mines.
We're looking, hopefully, for a Gibbot, Tobale, and Adon.
Yeah, I know that Gibbet fellow. Everyone knows him. There's a bit of a thug around here. You sure you want to do business with that man?
Oh,
Yeah.
we want muscle. So I guess.
He's muscle for sure.
Yeah.
Well, he usually does, coalition business, so I don't think he's for hire.
Yeah, we'll see. We also know some people at the coalition. Maybe we can come to an agreement.
Well, I know that those bunch hang out at their little clubhouse, so
Do you know where to usually find them?
I've never been there. Call it the field office or something.
Field office. Right.
And he talks about it a lot when he gets drunk.
Hmm.
Oh, no, good
Yeah.
to know. The field office is this? It is then, I guess, Catherine.
Anything else? Got some swill?
No thanks, but no.
Right?
Thank you
Suit
for the
yourself.
information, though.
Probably save you a trip to the privy anyways.
And I'll give him enough money to pay for 2 ales, even without taking them, just as a thanks.
He nods. Thank you, good sir.
Thank you too. Have a nice day.
That'll cost you 5 copper each.
Yeah, I
Whoa.
pay for both of us. I pay 1 silver.
Yeah.
Do we know where the field office is?
No. I mean, this is a big city.
Yeah, it's probably...
Field office is a weird name for a place, either, because, well, I mean, it's in the city. It's not really... It's like do they have an outpost in the city? It doesn't really make sense.
Hmm.
I'm gonna ask the beggar that I gave money to earlier. Hello, good man. Have you ever heard of the Coalers Coalition's field office?
Huh? Maybe.
Would you have heard of it? Would you have heard of it if I gave you the same amount again?
The will probably help.
Yeah. I give him another couple copper coins.
Yeah. They keep talking about it in the bar sometime. Every time they, you see, they go around and sometimes they beat people up if they don't get their coin. And they say to take it to the field office. I bet there's all kinds of coin in there.
And where exactly is the field office, though?
Oh, I've never gone there. People who go there don't come back.
Oh, would you know of people who might know where it is?
Suppose if you cause enough trouble, someone will show up. Who knows?
Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
Well, it's information. Guess we go
So we
back.
need to
We should
cause
go
trouble.
maybe go back to the big building where we've been before. Maybe they've heard. Oh, do you have a feeling this field office is like some secret shit, or should we actually ask around where to find it? Because like asking for a secret shit in in broad daylight might not be that good of an idea.
Well, if we ask about it in secret, then there's a good chance we'll be brought to it because we're talking about secret things in public.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not, then we just find it.
I mean, we should make this decision as a group, I guess. Let's go back where we
Yeah.
meet the others, and then we tell them, and then we can decide if we wanna openly ask around or not.
Okay.
So yeah, we will go back to the spot where we're gonna meet.
As it goes a little later in the day, the queues aren't as long, but there's still quite a lot of people standing in front of the counters at that large coalition building. And in front of that building, you do meet the others.
Oh,
Hey, you guys!
I'm gonna sign up as call us miners.
we heard they have dental.
Ooh.
Wow.
Been hitting dead ends.
Yeah. You two found anything out?
Got some information.
It seems that Gibot hangs out around something called the field office, but
Field office.
Oh.
I feel like we've heard that before. Wasn't that in the note, Evelyn?
Just
She's dead.
Yes.
Ah, look who has to look up names
Ah.
and such now, huh?
She's last seen at the Mooncaster was last seen at the Coalition field office. Yes.
Hmm.
wait, who was last seen there?
Mooncaster.
Hmm.
That doesn't sound good if people aren't coming back from there.
Hmm.
I mean, she seemed to be. She seemed to be on the other side. Like, she seemed to be the person who takes people there who never reappear.
Right.
Right.
The tables could obviously have turned, not gone in her favor, but also she could just haven't been seen there. You know, we might. I'd hate to put it out there, but if we run into honestly a dead end trying to find this field office, we could always go back to your order, Catherine, and ask them where the field office was, which then you'll have to explain where we got the information from, but... And they didn't really want
Especially
us looking
since
for
your
Luna
boss
Pasta.
doesn't want us to really look for
Right,
her.
so it might not be the best avenue to go after all.
Surely people know where it
Find,
is.
Some people must. You could ask Yarick.
Yeah, depending on how much of a secret that building is.
Right. It's a weird name.
Or just ask around random people until we cause enough trouble that someone comes looking for us.
That is an option.
So many dead ends.
When
Starting
you
to.
want people to not be talking about a secret place that only certain people are supposed to know about, and you hear people talking about it, the people who will come and try and stop the talking will be the people who know where it is.
So you saying you want to start a fight?
I mean, I wouldn't
What-
object to it.
What do you? Oh,
I feel like just a regular fight might just distract the guards.
right.
Right, instead just go around and look right in here in the front of the Coalers Coalition. You could ask where the field office is. Just ask some of the Coalers.
Alright.
I know a very friendly guard over by the mines. Extremely helpful. Told me about a dental plan.
Why don't you go ask him then about the field office?
I mean,
You seem so keen on him.
okay.
I mean, there's also plenty of workers all
I know,
around you.
there's like workers everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll stop a worker.
Ablin?
Hmm?
He's been talking an awful lot about dental stuff. Maybe you should offer that too before you lose him.
Ooh.
His teeth are fine though.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but he seems to really, really
Look, if he
care
wants
about
his
that.
teeth worked on, I could probably figure it out.
Nope. Nope.
Have you said that to him though? He's really
I'm
into
right-
that
Rhett,
stuff.
I'm right here.
Rhett, are you concerned about your teeth?
But it's just one of my most valuable assets. Smile.
Oh, this
No,
smile was
I'm
perfect.
joking. I'm
Did you
joking.
work
I was
on your
just
teeth?
overdoing it. I was just overdoing a joke.
Well, if there's any real concern, I could probably spend a little bit of time in an afternoon reading about it and assist with your teeth.
Yeah. Right.
Ooh.
It couldn't be that
Again,
hard to
one
pick
of
up.
the most valuable assets. Anyway. Who was pulling over that cola? It
That
was-
was Say You Cola.
Okay, good.
Do we not want to talk to Yarrick then?
I
Nobody
mean,
wants-
if you're looking for guards, there are also a few inside this large building.
No, I'm
There's
stopping
also the people behind the counter and other officials closer. But you could also always return to the mines and ask that one guard again.
I think Catherine's just asking a random bowler
Yeah.
around us.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a Cola's attention.
Whose attention? Just the miner, or?
Yeah, just the minor.
yeah.
There's like a stream of miners going by, so yeah, you could just tap one on the shoulder.
Yeah, like, pardon me, do you know where something called the field office may be?
Huh? I mean, the office right there. Field office? I don't really know. I'm just here for the work, man.
Alright. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
me-
if you have questions, you can just ask inside. And also, if you were looking for work, that's where you sign up to become a mine
We're
worker.
not looking for a...
No.
No, thank you. Can't imagine ever doing that.
Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah. You don't look like a mine worker.
Thankfully.
Well, I mean, okay, listen. Okay, I'm listening. You just walk.
Oh no.
We're doing good.
Look, we were making too many friends, is what I heard.
True.
I just need to
Okay.
speak up more.
Okay, is there any, like, just tough-looking, mean people hanging out?
Yeah, there's a few. They look like they are sort of the guards of that office area.
Let's go
Are
over
they,
there.
like, actually? Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Um, I don't know how to approach it.
Excuse me. Excuse me, you big lot there.
One of the lizard folk standing by the doors looks at you. Yes,
Yes, I was looking for the field office.
the field of it.
Yes.
He narrows his eyes. Are you sure you're looking for the field office?
Exactly what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for at the field office?
It's a location called the field office, and I'm looking for it.
But who
No,
sent
no,
you?
no, no, no.
Is
Look. Perhaps we're going about this the wrong way, but see, you may notice that we are pretty well equipped, and we heard that the field office is, oh, I don't know how to put it, the well equipped, strong part of the Colas Guild, and we might have some good business opportunities there.
well, if you're there on official business, the field office only handles official business. Then you should probably. And he looks to his left. You like everybody else.
Well, see, that's kind of the more delicate area is. There's official business and there's wink wink official business.
I can assure you, sir, that all business gets handled inside.
Do you know someone called Gibbet?
You know, Gibbets,
Nowhere
what
here.
about him? He been causing trouble again.
Well, he told us to meet him at the field office.
But he didn't tell you where the field office is.
Right, he was a bit drunk.
Give me a deception roll.
He was going off. He was down at the bar over there. That we could be used.
Definitely sounds like it's Brett talking, not me.
Oh yeah. This will get us sent there for sure. 100%.
It'll be a 9 on my end.
I can point you to the field office. When you have to go there, you should probably ask for Tarb. You have a map.
Yeah, it's right here. It's right over here.
He takes a look at your map and it doesn't seem like he's used to doing this because he sort of looks on the map sort of for a while before his finger lands on where you're currently standing, and then he follows along the street. He's a new marker. And then he points closer towards the center by another one of the slums. That's where the field office is. I guess if he's expecting you, he'll know you're coming.
Does it seem like he's telling the truth?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, I want to insight.
Yeah.
Insight too.
17.
Oof.
What does oof mean?
It's all 11.
You've
Sounds
always
like
had a difficult time reading the features of a lizard fog. It's kind of they don't really have as many micro emotions in their face as they talk. It sounds like he's telling the truth. You, Ablin, however, notice he doesn't fully seem to believe you, but it also seems like he is telling you where the office actually is.
Appreciate it.
No worries.
Alright.
That wasn't that bad. Didn't even get arrested.
What time of day are we getting it to, Rager? Roughly.
It's probably early evening at this point.
Alright, well, we could attempt to go to this field office or head back for that evening.
I feel
Set
like
out
maybe
tomorrow.
we should head now.
Yeah, before word gets around, a bunch of strange people are asking about fuel.
Yeah.
So are we heading back to the guild hall? Or do we want to head to the field office?
The office.
Field off.
Yeah,
Alright.
so long as we have time, we should use it.
Before Gibalt's like, I didn't know those people. I don't know what they're asking about.
Look, if I could at least get him in trouble. If nothing else. Try.